You're frustrated because your wife won't take ownership the way that you do. But this is what you don't see, and it's actually what's destroying your marriage. And look, I get it. You're pissed. She won't own her part. But see, your need for her to change simultaneously is the problem in your leadership. When you mess up at work, you take ownership. You say, my bad, I'll fix it. And you move on. Problem solved. Emotions handled. That's masculine ownership. It's direct, solution focused, compartmentalized. So when there's conflict in your marriage, you expect the same thing. You want your wife to say,
you know what, honey, you're right. I was wrong. I'll do better.
And move on. Clean, simple, done. And when she doesn't do that, when she wants to talk about how she felt, when she wants to talk about what happened, when she wants to process it, what it means for the relationship, you get frustrated. You think she's not taking ownership. You think she's making excuses or being dramatic. She's avoiding accountability and responsibility. But here's what you're actually missing. Women take ownership completely differently than men. Masculine ownership is about fixing the problem and moving forward. Feminine ownership is about understanding the problem and preventing it from happening again. When your wife wants to process what happened, she's not avoiding responsibility. She's taking a deeper form of responsibility. She's trying to understand the emotional dynamics that created the conflict so you both can grow from it. And that's why she wants you to understand the emotional dynamics of it too. But see, you interpret this as weakness or deflection because it's not how you handle things. You think real ownership means shutting down the emotions and just changing the behavior. So you say things like,
just admit it, you were wrong, let's move on.
Or,
why do we have to analyze everything to death?
You're literally asking her to be emotionally unavailable just like you are. And here's the real problem. If she takes ownership the way you want her to, your marriage dies because someone has to hold space for the emotional reality of the relationship. Someone has to care about how things feel, not just how they function. And I get it. You spent years learning to compartmentalize emotions to be effective at work, but you can't compartmentalize your way to intimacy, bro. You can't logic your way into connection. You know this. So when you dismiss her need to process and understand, realize you're actually dismissing the very thing that keeps marriages alive: emotional awareness and growth. Your wife's form of ownership, which is wanting to understand the deeper patterns, caring about how things feel, processing the emotional impact, that's not weakness. That's emotional intelligence. And your marriage and you need it. The strongest marriages have both: your ability to take action and move forward, and the ability to understand and process the emotional reality of a situation. But you have to stop seeing her approach as inferior to yours. That's contemptuous. So if you're ready to remove this and learn how masculine and feminine ownership can work together synergistically instead of against one another, and how to honor both approaches in your marriage, contact us. You're not alone, man. You can change the pattern and break the cycle. Leaders take action and they invest in a process to expedite results. So let us help you and show you, just like the thousands of other men we've helped. Let us help you create the partnership where both your strengths are valued and utilized.